Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos Marie, and I'm Lafayette. Today is a glorious day. If you head into the movies, you can watch 28 Years Later, the third installment of the 28 zombie series. So 28 Years Later is here, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Who's that?
Oh, really? Okay.
You didn't know you didn't know he was the star of the movie?
Who is it? Who is that guy?
I think it's Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he's the star of that movie.
I didn't know that.
Now I have to go see the cast.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it's actually Ray Fiennes is in it. Oh yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Okay, yep. He's
Who is that?
So Aaron Taylor Johnson is in the movie.
You're the worst.
Also, Pixar's Elio is probably going to be the box office winner this weekend.
I'm in the box office for a week.
Nobody cares because Aaron Taylor Johnson's not in it.
You don't know who that is. Elio. So you got 28 Years Later, Elio, and you got Brightheart in theaters this weekend.
Starring Rebel Wilson.
Starring Rebel Wilson.
Who's that?
And Anna Camp.
No one knows who. Oh, Anna Camp.
I don't know if it's going to be good. Ever since Rebel Wilson lost a ton of weight, all you hear is like bad things about her. Like she's just mean to people.
Wait, who's Anna Camp? Is that one chick?
No, Rebel Wilson.
No, Anna Camp is the other like co-star of those singing movies. What were they called?
Pitch
the singing
Perfect.
ones? There you go. Pitch
Wait,
Perfect,
which one is she? She's not Anna Kendrick and the church girl. She's in True Blood, right?
She's the one that's like the rival in part one, then they become teammates.
Yeah, and
blah,
she's in
blah,
True Blood.
blah,
She was
blah,
like
blah,
the church
blah.
girl in True Blood.
I don't
That's
know. I
Anna
never saw
Camp?
True Blood. But
Yeah, she's like the main girl. Not Brittany Snow, but the other one, the blonde one.
The
Yeah, she's the
blonde,
blonde
yes.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So those are your three movies you can go watch. So again, Brightheart, starring Rebel Wilson and Anna Camp, apparently.
I think
Elio.
it's Brittany Snow, isn't it?
Elio is a Disney Pixar movie. Looks pretty good. I think kids are gonna really like that one. And
Can I-
28
can I-
years later.
I'm going to interrupt you. Are you okay, Lafayette? You seem like you're having a hard day.
Nope.
Are you sure? If it's okay if you are having a hard day. We're here to talk. We're here for you. We're here. We're a team. We're the nerds that are talking, and we're here to talk it out.
Can you even see him? All I see is your Elden Rings screen. Or are you just going off his voice?
No, I can hear him even before we started. 1, 2, 3, go. He was like, "Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go."
Well, yeah,
Oh, because he saw that you
because
showed
I'm
up.
because I'm trying to pull up my
And my face isn't even on there.
I'm-
My face isn't even there. So how can that be possible? And then he-
basically I
And
was
then
I was
I'm
trying to
ask
pull
him
up.
some questions, and
I
he's
was-
like, just.
You didn't ask me any questions.
I didn't ask you who Brian Taylor Johnson was.
I don't know who
20 times.
I don't know who
Brian
Brian
Taylor?
Taylor Johnson is. I don't know who that is. I know who Aaron Taylor Johnson is. Come on, don't you know?
Exactly.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is the star of the Kick-Ass movies. Okay.
You.
And of
He's also in Bullet Train.
yeah,
He's also Craven.
Craven, yeah.
Yeah. So and he's been
Quicksilver
in
in the Avengers.
he's also Quicksilver in the Avengers. Yeah, he's been in a lot of things. A lot of
Oh,
things.
thank
Anyway,
you.
so there you go. There's your movie options, and if you don't want to watch any of those, you still have Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. So there you go. There you go. So check those out. Yeah, so there you go. And next week I think next week's gonna be I've already told Carlos that I've seen this movie already, F1 with Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's right,
And,
F1. And you said it's good.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
So that's next weekend. But if I go see one this weekend out of those three,
28 years
Probably-
later for me.
I don't know, maybe Elio, maybe.
Shut
20
up. Watching a fucking Elio.
What I want to watch Elio for. I like
I
Pixar
don't
movies.
know.
I just don't. You know what I don't like though about the movie
Mm.
is they've used that animation style now for like the last four projects.
They started with Lucas, right? Or Luca?
Yeah, with Lucas. Yep.
Yeah,
Luca.
yeah, yeah.
Luca. Luca.
Luca.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like you can get away from that style now. I don't. It's don't. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, and we'll see. We'll see. They're working on Toy Story 5 right now. Is it 5 or
Oh
4?
my
5,
God.
right? Yeah, it's 5. Toy Story 5, which is about the female cowboy. What's her name? I forgot her name.
Lucinda.
Not
Who?
even close.
Jesse.
Jessie.
Oh,
I don't
I
know who
was so
Lucinda
close.
is.
Loose. Yeah.
I don't know
Oh
who
my God.
Lucinda is. As you're sitting there playing, looks like Witcher. Are you playing Witcher?
No, it's Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Got it. Got it. Elden Ring. Okay. Okay.
I'll turn it down.
Fucking dorks.
Fucking nerds.
So there you go. So
Oh
go
gosh, he's
go
gonna get me. He's gonna get me.
go check out the movies this week. Good weekend for movies though. So go check out. There's something for you to watch this weekend if you go to the movies. Definitely for sure. Definitely for sure.
We should have been called movie nerds talking.
Should be called
Movie
Shut Your
nerds.
Face. God damn it.
God, you are a Mr. Grumpy Pants today. He didn't
Anyway,
get his diaper changed in the afternoon.
trying to think. There's some news to tell you. I totally forgot it. Oh well. Oh well.
What
Oh
kind of news?
well.
Like,
It's about homeless soccer. Uh,
guess what? We have an update. We are gonna have some practices. Not real practices, just like hanging out and playing soccer and getting to know each other.
so it's just like homeless people do.
Yeah, I
Very
guess.
good.
For
Very
reals.
good.
For reals, for reals.
Wow, that's great. That is great. The
Just an
homeless
update.
team is coming together.
Yeah.
Coming
We'll get
together.
fifth place this time.
Losers. All right. So before we go into anything, so hey, what you guys what what's you guys take on what's going on in the world here?
Oh my
Anybody?
God. Oh my God. It's
We'll
miserable.
start with Marie. Marie, what's your take on what ICE is up to?
Okay, so yeah, that's bad, but then, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't mean to be like, I called it or anything because it's not about being right, because that sucks. But I was like, okay, it's Gestapo. It's Gestapo. But then something even kind of crazier happened with Israel and Iran, and I was like, oh no, that's
Okay.
pretty
All right.
fucking terrible. And
Oh.
then Trump's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go fucking invade this country. And I'm like,
Wait, what country has he invaded?
he's gonna invade Iran.
No, he's not gonna do
He's
anything.
gonna go bomb them.
No, he's
Yes,
not.
he is.
No,
He keeps talking
he's
about how he's
not.
gonna.
He's
So
not.
either way, we got ICE raids, we got the Marines in LA, and like I was watching this video, and he's like, the Marines aren't meant to like be deployed in our own country. Like that's not what their job is, and it's fucking. They're not even getting paid. They have to pay for their own food and water, and they don't have anywhere to sleep. They don't even have toilets and showers. And then so we have ICE raids. That's dumb. Like people like it's kind of illegal what they're doing. It's called kidnapping, right? And so you have all this shit that's going on in LA, and they're doing in LA very strategically in California. And then but then there's also this, Israel and Iran situation going on with Donald Trump, and it's like, oh God, it's so miserable right now.
Oh
Why is
yeah.
this?
You look miserable playing Elden Rings.
Yeah, and then it's hot outside
Um,
too.
yeah, I think people are a little confused of what happened here in LA. It was maybe 2 or 3 blocks of people protesting. The Marines didn't show up till after it was all over already. And the National Guard only stood in front of one building, a federal building, because National Guard is not allowed to actually approach civilians and do anything. They can't touch them, blah, blah, blah. Their own job is to just protect federal property. So LAPD did everything in LA. They're the ones that ended up basically stopping the protests and the people that were causing mischief.
Weren't they protecting the LAPD?
No, no, wrong. The LAPD, also Santa Ana PD and Orange, all these other counties sent their people
Sheriffs.
to LA.
Yeah.
So no, National Guard didn't do anything, and Marines showed up like 2 days late when it was already all over. So
Didn't look like it was all over. It looked like they were still protesting. They were protesting for like 2 weeks.
They're protesting, but they're protesting now in one controlled area because they closed down all of LA, like downtown LA. First of all, it's only downtown LA and it's only like a 6 block radius. So again, it's just like the fires. People saw it on the news and thought all of LA was on fire. Then people saw this on the news. Oh my God, all of LA is rioting and they're protesting. Like, no, just about
Well, I
two
mean,
two blocks in downtown LA in front of a federal building, they were doing that. And then
Well-
they ended up moving to in front of City Hall because they shut down all the streets and the only place they were allowed to protest was in front of City Hall. So now don't get me
I guess
wrong.
it just depends. It just depends on what you're listening to and like, where you're getting your news from. Because if you're listening to legacy media, yeah, it does sound like that, right? It sounds like they're taking all over LA, but you don't realize like LA is so fucking huge.
Well, plus they were basically protesting in front of the federal building where they were taking the people that have been detained by ICE.
Right, where
taking
they're
them to that building.
contracted to take like
They're taking
Yeah.
little Juanito to the building, and that's where they were protesting. So
But they didn't, but the National Guard and the Marines, they don't, because they're not necessarily supposed to be doing that. They ended up protecting the LAPD
no, they didn't.
from
They didn't
doing their
protect-
job.
no.
Then what were they doing? Just standing around?
They literally just stood in front of a federal building, not allowing anybody to come in or near the federal building. That's
Yeah,
all
they
did.
were protecting the LAPD.
No, what? That makes no sense. The LAPD were the ones that have to deal with the crowd. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, and then if anything was going on between the LAPD and the civilians, then the National Guard and Marines got involved. There is actually
False.
a video.
False.
There is
False.
a video of
False.
it's either the Marines or the National Guard of them arresting a civilian. There is a video of
Yes,
it.
they arrested that guy because he tried to run at them at the federal building. Again,
But that's not their job. That's the LAPD's job.
not when they step on federal property.
No, it's still the LAPD's job.
If
That's
you
what
run,
they're for.
okay, let me explain something to you. If you run at
No,
a
because the
federal,
National Guard and the Marines
Time
aren't even
out.
supposed to be there.
first of all, they can be here. They
They're
just
not
don't-
supposed to be.
And why aren't they not supposed to be?
Because it's not their job to be right. It's not their job to protect federal buildings. That's the LAPD's job. That's the
It is
sheriff's
not.
job.
Mm-mm,
Actually,
no.
that
Yes,
is
it
not
is.
LAPD. If anything, that is CHP.
Whatever.
CHP
Whatever. It's not
protects
it's
federal
not
buildings.
National Guard. It's not Marines' jobs. It's not their job. They are
You
not allowed
know
to arrest civilians.
What the
They are
title
not.
National Guard? The word
They're
national.
supposed to be protecting civilians, not arresting them.
They weren't. I explained. I
They're
just told you
probably
that. They're not-
detaining
They
them
arrested
until the
that one
police showed
guy.
up.
That one
Okay.
guy. They're not supposed to be doing
Let me
that.
explain something too. That one guy,
That is
that
not their
one
job.
individual, he actually approached them and assaulted them. So it's like, okay, well, we're not
But
going to
it's
stand
still
here.
not their job. If a civilian
So you're
approaches a
telling me if
civilian,
someone
they're
comes
not
up
supposed
to
to
a-
arrest them. The cops
So
are
if someone
supposed to
comes
do
up
that.
to a peace officer, military or not, and assaults
They're
them,
not. A
they're supposed to
military is not a
take it.
peace officer.
But they're
Military
supposed
is
to
not
take
peace
it.
officers.
Oh, are you out of your mind?
They're not peace
Are you
officers.
out of your mind?
They're not peace officers.
Let me explain something to you, Marie. Again,
Oh my god.
that guy went on what they consider federal property.
But that's
And
still not
approach
their
them.
job. You are trying to justify in
That
any kind of way.
is
It's
their
still
job.
Not, no, it's not.
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
The Marines and the military is not supposed to be arresting civilians. That is
And they
not their
weren't,
job.
they
It is
didn't arrest
illegal.
him. He was not arrested.
Then what'd
He was
they do?
detained.
That's it. They're still not supposed to do that.
Yes,
Why not?
they are
Why
allowed
not?
to
As
do
a
that.
It is
citizen,
not
I
their
can do
job.
that.
It is not
As a
their job. It is
citizen,
illegal.
I can make a citizen's
not
arrest
illegal.
and detain
Sorry.
someone until the cops show up.
Not illegal. The
First of
cops
all,
were.
I think that's weird.
the
Secondly,
cop were-
yes,
the
you are, but
cops-
you're a civilian. That you have a different kind of status. You have a different status. That is
Oh my
illegal. That is
God.
like a what do you call it? Conflict of interest. You're not supposed to do that.
You don't make sense.
Yes,
Anyway,
I do. You just don't want to. You just don't want to hear what I have
anyway,
to
the
say.
National
You're
Guard
not supposed to do that.
didn't do anything in LA. Okay, that's all I could say.
Yes,
they
that's
didn't do
true.
anything.
That is true.
Okay, they didn't do
Except for
anything.
they arrested that guy, but whatever.
You're so obsessed with this one guy
Because
that
it's just a stepping stone to the next Gestapo.
the one
like,
guy,
arresting.
the one
Yes,
guy, the one guy that
yes.
assaulted
They're not
them.
supposed to touch him. They're not supposed to touch him.
Are you thinking of like the British guards or something?
Oh my God, you guys are
Oh my
like, you guys don't care about
God.
your own freedoms. Y'all are all American. No,
Oh
you guys,
my
you know what? You're
God.
Canadian.
You're not-
That's why you don't
Oh
understand
my
because you're
God.
Canadian.
Oh my God.
Oh my
The
God.
National
Oh my God,
Guard can
shoes.
protect federal
Oh my
property.
God, shoes.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay,
Shoes.
I'm gonna explain it to you. Ready?
Shoes.
They
Shoes.
are authorized.
You don't understand. You're Canadian.
They
You're
are
Canadian.
authorized
Canadian,
to
eh?
detain individuals who pose a threat to federal or personal property. So there you go.
Where'd you get that? Wikipedia? Did you get that from Wikipedia?
That individual was approaching and on federal property, approaching somebody that worked for a federal, a federal
Do they
personnel.
have actual guards like security?
Oh my God. My goodness.
I bet you they have more rights to arrest people than the Marines and the National Guard. They
The
are
security
not
guard
supposed to be
cannot
arresting
arrest
people.
anyone. They can detain people.
They probably have more rights to do it than the National Guard does.
I just explained to you why the National Guard arrested that individual
You
because they are allowed.
But you're not right. You're not right. Just because you're telling me something doesn't make it right.
Okay.
You told me about a whole movie that was incorrect. Remember we were talking about the beautiful game and you were incorrect
Carlos
about half of that shit.
He agreed with everything. I
No,
explained
he
to you
did
just
not.
now.
No, he did not.
I'm explaining to you right now again. A
You
National
are known-
Guard
You are known to be
can
a liar. You are known to be a liar.
detain individuals.
Where are you getting this from? Tell me which site. Show it on.
This is
Share your
all-
screen.
NationalGuard.gov.
This is
Share your
all.
screen.
This is all on. This is all on. Just AI telling me Google AI because it
We
pulls.
already know that AI lies. We
You think-
already know that.
Oh my God! Yeah. Okay. See, you. Here's the thing. I believe that you think everything's a conspiracy, and
A conspiracy? A conspiracy? AI is not to be trusted.
AI is not lying. AI basically pulls all its resources, and it says here that they can detain individuals in certain situations, like protecting federal property or personnel. But they must transfer all custody to local law enforcement. That's
Share
all they
your
did.
Screen. Share your screen.
Are you
Lock her up.
Anyway, and that makes perfect sense because that's what they did. That's what they did.
No.
They tackled him, and then who took him? The LAPD took him. That's what they did.
Okay,
So
well,
it
I
makes
guess he's gonna
complete
get some
sense.
money. He's gonna get some money.
He's gonna
You're not
get
supposed to do
zero.
that
He's
shit.
gonna get zero
what?
money for. He's gonna
You're
get
not
zero
supposed
money.
to do that.
Zero
You're not
money.
supposed to do that.
I know what
Oh
I.
my
Here's the
God.
problem with people that protest in general. They think no matter what they do, they're in the right. It doesn't matter what it is. They
Actually,
assume they're in
share
the
the
right.
link with me. Okay. No, I don't trust AI. I need to see these links. Send me the link.
Pick one.
You don't need a link. It's right there in
Pick
front
one.
of your face.
No, because
PBS.
AI just generalizes.
There's Department of
AI
Defense.
generalizes.
There's ABC News,
Okay,
NBC
okay.
News,
I'll look it up.
PBS,
Okay.
Cal Matters.
What were your
Department
exact
of
words?
Defense.
Can the military arrest
No, not the
civilians?
military. I put.
Yes.
No.
Can the National Guard
Generally, the
arrest
military
people.
cannot arrest civilians.
generally?
POTUS
Generally-
Comitatus Act generally prohibits the use of
Generally.
military for domestic law enforcement purposes. Bitch.
You didn't prove anything. You didn't prove anything.
Oh God.
You didn't prove anything. You lost the fight.
Great mic drop. Now pick it back up.
You're you are a person that thinks if you protest, you can't do no wrong, even if you cause trouble. And it's
I
like,
didn't
no.
say that. I said
Yeah, that
the
is
sheriff
you.
or LAPD should arrest him.
And
not
I just
military.
told you, they didn't arrest him.
And the
They
National Guard
detained him
and the
and
Marines are
handed him
military.
over. Handed him over. It's a different. Like if I'm a,
Comitatus
let me
Act.
explain something to you. If I don't know if you saw the video.
You're still
of,
arguing with me, and I gave you a law, an exact law.
I don't know if you saw the video of the civilian tackling the other civilian that threw something at the law enforcement
Yeah.
during. Yeah.
They're different. They're different. They're a
I saw that.
civilian. They're
No.
different. They're a
I'm just.
civilian.
There's no difference. That guy literally speared the guy like wrestling, and then the police arrested the guy that threw the shit at them.
Yeah,
It's
it's
no
called
different.
the civilian's arrest or
No
whatever.
different.
Like
No,
Carlos
he didn't
said.
arrest him.
It's
He
a-
didn't arrest him. The civilian didn't arrest him. The civilian just knocked
Nor
his
did
ass
he
out.
detain
The
him.
cops
He just
arrested
So
talked
him.
what is the point? Why are you bringing this up? Are you trying to justify the
I'm trying to
military
justify
arresting a guy? Because
letting-
it's not the same.
I'm
And
trying
look,
to
and
justify
you need to
letting
acknowledge the fact that I was
somebody
right.
You're not
No,
right.
Marie,
You're
you were
wrong.
wrong. Let's
You're
say
wrong.
the guy who speared that guy was a Marine. He has a legal
He
right
was
to
in
do that.
civilian.
Say
He was
but
in
what if he
civilian
wasn't? What if he was a
clothes.
Marine? What if he was a Marine?
First of all, he
What if he was
probably
National
still
Guard?
wouldn't do that because they know the rules. They know the rules.
Apparently,
if he's
you
a
don't.
National Guard or a Marine,
Oh my God.
they know the rules. They
I'm
know
a-
the rules.
I'll-
They know
I'm-
they're not supposed to do that. Secondly, there
I'll-
might be a rule when you're in civilian clothes. It might be different.
Okay. Again, that's not the point. The
No, it's
point
not the
being,
point. It's not the point, bro. I'm telling you, military
point
cannot arrest people. And
is,
now you want to change the subject.
if you are approaching a federal
I'm over this. I'm going back to
person,
elementary.
okay, and then they're basically causing trouble, then you know what? You're gonna get what you get. That's what it is. That's all. You can't just do what you want. That's the point. You can't do what you fucking want.
Yeah, and neither can the military.
But the military is reacting to an action. That's the
And they're
point.
still wrong.
No,
they're not even supposed
there's
to be there in
nothing
the first
wrong.
place because
Nothing
Gavin
wrong.
Newsom said they're not supposed to be there.
But you have to
They're not
understand.
even supposed to be there.
Listen, federal Trump state. That's just how it works.
No, because the judge said no. The
No.
judge said
No,
no.
the judge said no to
Judge
Gavin
reversed
Newsom.
it. He said no. He
No, he
reversed
said
it.
temporarily, and then he said no.
He
No.
reversed it.
No,
He
no,
actually
no.
said no at first. Then another judge said no. He can do what he wants. So
Show that to me. Send it to me. I need to see that.
yeah, you need to see that. Yeah. So anyway, protests in LA again. Not what you people see on the news. Not what you see on the news. It's literally like
Don't
2
get your
blocks.
news from nerds talking, by the way.
Okay. Don't get your news from people
That's
that
right,
don't
because
live
Marie
in
doesn't
LA.
know what the F she's talking
Let
about.
me tell
I
you.
just gave you a law.
You
I
didn't give
literally
me- no,
gave
you
you a
didn't.
law,
No,
and you guys
you
are still
gave me a
denying
law.
You
me.
give me nothing. You're playing
gave
on
me
Elden Ring.
a law.
Yeah, you're doing nothing.
You gave me a law.
Anyway, so I just think they should go around and register
I
all these
swear to
people.
God, you guys it's
They should
very
regis-
frustrating being on this podcast
Hey, I'm
sometimes.
trying to
being
talk
a
here. What's
woman,
going on here?
being
Women
a
always
woman,
talking.
being a younger
Why
woman,
they-
you guys don't respect me. I
my
literally
God.
did the same thing you guys did, and I proved you right.
You proved me right. Thank you.
You proved me right. That's
Thank you so
right.
much.
I
That's
proved
correct.
myself right, and you guys will not acknowledge it. And you guys are trying
Marie,
to jump through
you know
hoops
why?
and do
You know why?
mental
Because
gymnastics, trying
you
to
don't know what
still
you're
defend
talking about.
yourself.
You don't know what you're talking
and
about.
you
That's
won't-
the
and
problem.
you
That's the
won't-
problem.
I'm not good with words, but I still know what the fuck I'm talking about.
The problem is you're on the side of the idiot in this point. Even if the Marines
What
so far,
idiot?
the guy that approached them and tried to assault them.
Wait, first of all, what side? What side? I'm not on any sides. I just said to you, the
now you're not
military
any
cannot
side.
arrest anyone.
Oh,
But Marie,
wow.
we all know that you're anti-authority, so it doesn't matter who showed up.
I did
Doesn't matter
not
who
say
showed
the
up.
LAPD could not arrest that guy. All I said
They
was
did
the
arrest him.
military could not arrest
They
that
didn't.
guy.
They didn't arrest him. I just
They
told you that
didn't. They
already. I'm not gonna
detained
tell you that.
him.
I'm not gonna
That's
tell you
the
that.
same thing. You're not
No, it's
allowed
not.
to
It is
do
not.
that.
Same.
It is
Not the same.
Oh
not
my
the same
God.
Not the
thing.
same thing.
Oh my
Let
God,
me explain
you're
something to you,
so
Marie.
dumb.
If you went into CVS and stole something and security guard detains you, doesn't mean you're arrested. Just means he's
The
detaining you.
holding
security
you
guard
until
can't
the
detain
police
you
show up.
either.
Okay,
Yes, they
first of all,
can.
No, they can't.
it depends
No,
what state
they
you're in.
can't.
Number one, depends what state you're in. Because I was detained as a kid because my buddy stole a basketball jersey and
Unless
we were
you're
detained by
dumbass.
security.
They can't detain you.
They can detain
Yes,
you.
they
Maybe
They
in
can arrest
Canada.
you.
Maybe in Canada.
They can detain you and they can be like,
Oh
we're
my
going to call
God.
your
No,
parents
they
to come pick
can't.
you up.
You just
Do you
got
understand
scared.
that yet?
You
Do you
just got scared.
understand
They
that
cannot
yet?
touch you. Security
You
cannot
under-
touch you.
Yes,
I
they
worked in so
can.
much retail, they cannot touch you.
Oh my God. This is probably before you were born. Anyway,
Well, then the laws are different then. Then the laws are different. They
This is-
changed.
let me explain something to you. I know just talking to retarded people hurts my brain.
No,
Listen to me.
you are just mad
Listen,
because I was
if
right about the
There's
military.
a
And that's all I
detaining,
wanted you to do is admit
detaining
that I was right.
detaining
I was right.
You're wrong. Detaining someone is not arresting someone. That you should understand
They're
that.
not allowed to detain anyone either.
I just told you they are if they
No,
step
they
on
are
federal
not.
property and
No, they're
approach
not.
federal personnel.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Okay,
they
let's move
are.
on. Let's move the fuck on.
They
I just need the listeners to know that these
Unbelievable.
men do not respect me because I am a younger
Unbelievable.
woman. But I know what the fuck I'm talking
Oh, no,
about.
she doesn't know anything. Anyway, they should go around and they should register all these illegal people into a database. That's what they should do.
I
Not
think they're
just
trying to do that. They're trying to register like everyone who has mental health issues,
no,
everyone
no,
who's
no, 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 no,
Mexican.
no. Everyone in
They
general.
are trying to do that.
They should no. Well, they're detaining too many of them. They need to.
Why would they do that?
They need to register them in a system.
Why?
Take their photo, blah, blah, and tell them you have whatever, how many days to, whatever they have to process paperwork
Well, what
or
if
whatever.
they're legal already? What if they're already legal citizens?
Why would you detain legal citizens?
Because that's what they're doing. That's what
very
they're doing.
little. It's very little. It's very little. Let's not get carried
No,
away.
first of all, no, it's not. Oh my God,
Yes,
this is
it
going to be the
is.
argument episode. No, they're not. For one,
Oh
they're
my
detaining
God.
whoever the fuck they want.
They're not detaining whoever they want.
Yes, they are.
Okay. They're
That's why
detaining.
they're protesting.
No, that's not why they're protesting. They're just protesting the whole idea of ICE. That's it. They're protesting like
Are
families
you
getting
doodling
broken
while
up.
you're watching the news again? Because you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. You think they're protesting because they're detaining American citizens? No, they're protesting because Families are being
Yes.
broken up by
They are
half of them being
They are
illegal.
detaining whoever the fuck they want who's brown.
Okay. That's not why they're protesting, though. Good
Oh, then
Lord.
what? No. Ah,
That's not why they're protesting. They're protesting because they're breaking up families because they're illegals. That's why they're
not
protesting.
illegal. They're not illegal.
You
A
think
lot
that?
of
Oh
So
my
you
goodness.
think they're
Oh my
deporting
God. She thinks
citizens?
she thinks they're protesting because they're detaining citizens. That's ridiculous.
God.
No, that's not why they're protesting. They're protesting because they're detaining people that aren't criminals, people that aren't breaking any laws, just living their regular life in America. You know, they have jobs, pay taxes, all that jazz. That's why they're protesting. Good Lord. Not because they're protesting.
I'm so done with you guys.
Good
Like, I'm
Lord.
so done with
It's
you guys. You don't know what you're talking
unbelievable.
about. You really don't.
Oh
You
my
did not know
God.
that Brexit was because of
Oh my
racism and because they didn't
God.
want people traveling from
Oh
Syria,
my
from other
God.
countries. They didn't want refugees in Brexit. And it was a thing. And that's
Why are
why
we
Brexit
talking about
happened.
Brexit? I don't
Because I'm
what?
telling you, I was thinking about this the other day. We had this conversation about Brexit a long time ago, and you didn't believe me that it was about racism.
So what's
That's why
Netflix?
Brexit happened.
Which
And
Netflix
this year, and so
conspiracy
many
did you
years
watch?
later, it's not a conspiracy.
Oh
You
my
guys don't
God.
fucking
It's
believe me. You
YouTube.
guys don't
It's
listen to
Probably
me.
YouTube. Yeah, it was YouTube.
It's not you. Oh my God, it is literally a fucking thing. You can talk. This is MSNBC that is saying this. It's breaking. They are arresting people who are legal citizens. They're just going into like the garment factory and arresting people that are brown.
Okay. That's not
They
the
are
point.
legal. They are legal citizens. They have documentation.
Okay, hold on. I just got word from
Okay, go ahead.
someone in the military.
Uh-oh.
I asked them,
Uh-oh.
can the military detain U.S. citizens? Example, LA riots. Answer, yes, they're working under the order of the president.
That's still illegal. He's illegal.
It's
The
not
president
people.
is fucking illegal. They're
How
not
is that
supposed
not
to be
illegal?
there.
understand?
How is that
Okay,
illegal?
hold on.
Explain to me the illegality
and
of
I
it.
want to know about the whole they're not supposed to be there. Do you not understand how the president works? He can send National Guard anywhere he
No,
wants.
he can't.
Oh my God. Oh
Okay,
my
look,
God.
the
It's
Passe
unbelievable.
Comitatus Act, passed in 1878, restricts the use of the
The
U.S.
Passe
military for
Ataramanapara.
domestic law enforcement purposes. It generally prohibits the Army and the Air Force, and by extension, the Marine Corps, which is part of the Department of the Navy,
Go ahead.
from acting as Passe Comitatus or otherwise being used to execute the laws of the United States.
You're false.
And Trump just
still
does whatever
false.
the fuck he wants
You're still
whenever he
false.
wants. He does not give a fuck about the laws.
You're still false, though. It's okay, though. They're not arresting mainly citizens, okay? I'd probably say 5%, if that, are citizens, okay? And they're just being detained and let go after they process and realize,
It does,
okay.
okay, even if you were correct, even if it was only 5% citizens, that's still illegal. Why are they detaining citizens for no fucking reason?
First of all, I'd have to give you an actual number one.
It doesn't
But I'm gonna explain to you that the protests,
more than zero.
The protests are not about
any
that.
more than
Do
zero
you understand
is
that?
not good.
The
It's
protests
wrong.
are not about that 5%.
Yes, it is.
Oh my
For
God.
fuck's sake.
No, it's not. I can't believe it.
Where are you getting your information?
I can't believe you think people are protesting for that 5% of the citizens being
Where are
arrested.
you getting your information?
They're protesting.
ICE has been around for a really long time, and you think they're all of a sudden just now protesting ICE? Why? Why do you think?
Okay.
Why?
Which president do you
Just
think?
now.
Which president do you think deported the most people?
I don't really care. I don't
No,
really
which president?
care.
Which president?
Who cares? Okay, I'm gonna say Obama because you're trying to get me right
It
now. You're
is
trying to do a
Obama.
gotcha moment.
It is.
You're
It
trying
is
to. So
Obama.
then why
It is
didn't they
Obama.
protest ICE then? Because they are protesting ICE now because they are doing it illegally right now.
This
That's
is
not
why
why.
they didn't protest it. Why? Let me tell you why. Because
Oh,
back
Lord
then,
Jesus.
Obama was just doing it. He wasn't making a spectacle of it.
Exactly.
Trump has to let everybody know what he's doing
and where
making
he's
a
doing it.
spectacle
And
of
so
it.
exactly.
Because he so wants to be some type of TV celebrity.
and he wants
thinks
credit.
This will get
Yeah.
ratings and credit. And
He
something's
wants
wrong
credit
with
for
him.
everything. Yeah.
But that's what it is. It has nothing to do with
And that's the reason
anything
why.
but that.
Obama doesn't go on TV and go, "We're doing raids in LA." No, Obama doesn't say anything. He just goes, "Hey, you
He
run
just
ICE,
does
hey,
it.
go round people up. Don't tell anybody you're doing it though. Just go round people up." The president now goes on TV and will tell you, "We're gonna go to San Francisco and we're gonna get all of them." Oh, okay. Well, that's not good because now the protests coming.
But who is he? Who is Obama deporting? Is he deporting actually illegals? People who aren't supposed to be here? Why is he deporting those people? Like, what were they doing? Were they actually working? Were they here for a long time? Did they have families here? What were they doing?
Whereas
what does it
Trump,
matter?
What does it matter? What does it matter?
Because
what does it matter?
People that he's arresting and detaining are actually citizens.
They're not citizens.
Yes, they. Oh my God!
I love. Well, time out. How many out of? Okay, what's the percentage you think are citizens?
Who gives a fuck? They're still citizens.
No, I just want to know though. Like, what you think?
Who gives a fuck? They're
Because
still
nobody's
citizens.
protesting citizens. They're protesting their families that are illegal, that are getting pulled from their job and then sent back.
Why isn't anyone protesting the fact that citizens that belong here legally, who have paperwork, are getting arrested too? No one's protesting that. No one's mad about that.
That's not it, but that's not what they're
No,
primarily
I would be
posting.
fucking
That's not
super mad if I got arrested for no
That's
fucking
not what
reason.
they're protesting, though. They're not protesting
Oh,
the
okay.
Americans. They're protesting like if you had a grandfather here and all of a sudden he's been here for 40 years. Now he's getting deported. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, he's been illegal the whole time. Holy shit. No. That's what they're protesting. They're not protesting because Marie just got detained and they're like, oh, my bad.
Absolutely not. They are protesting that too, yes. But they're
Oh my
also
God, that's all they're
protesting the fact that
protesting.
people who have documentation are also getting arrested for no reason. For
You've
fuck's
lost your
sake.
mind. You've lost your
That's
mind.
called Gestapo. That's
lost your mind.
Gestapo behavior. That's why they're
You lost your
protesting
mind.
it.
You lost your mind. I know what Gestapo is, but you lost your mind. You've lost it. They're not protesting. They're protesting.
No, you're not. You're closed-minded. They are protesting that too because that's what Gestapo did. They arrested people for no fucking reason just because they wanted to, because they didn't like them. Just because that is Gestapo behavior, and it starts with that, and it gets bigger, it gets larger, and that's why they're protesting. Because again, it's a stepping stone to a larger problem.
But they're not protesting the citizens. Okay, they're protesting the illegals.
Why? Okay, first of all, why wouldn't, even if they're protesting the illegals, fine, whatever. You can have that because that's true. That is true. They are doing that. But why wouldn't they also be protesting the citizens?
Because nobody out there protesting is thinking that. They're thinking illegals.
Yes,
they're
they
thinking the
are.
farm workers. They're thinking the hotel workers. They're thinking those people.
But the people who are legal are still farm workers, are still hotel workers. The argument episode.
Mhm.
The Marie's blood
You're losing
pressure's
real
going
bad.
up. No, I'm not.
It's
No,
real
I'm
bad.
not.
Because you're not using
Common sense.
common
Well,
sense.
here's the funny
You're not
part. The
using
funny
common
part is
sense.
Marie said that we're closed-minded. Clearly, you have tunnel vision. You're only thinking one way. You're thinking in the way of the protester. You're not looking at the broader picture. You're not looking at
No.
everything. You're looking at one thing only. Oh,
No.
they're arresting citizens. I'm next. They're going to be at my door. That's what you're thinking. But that's not
They
what's
could
going
be.
on.
I'm Mexican.
My brain hurts.
Do you not understand like how scary it is to like for certain things? Like
Brideheart
I'm
this
worried.
weekend in
Okay,
theaters.
I was just talking to Carlos about being on birth control. That kind of worries me. That does kind of worry me. Like, and I know it sounds a bit extreme, and this is kind of
What
conspiracy
the
theories.
hell?
Shut
What?
up for a second. Shut up. It's a bit conspiracy theorist, but in the long run,
28
if
years later
Trump
this
were
weekend
to
in
like,
theaters.
you know, if he's fucking up pretty bad and people don't like him very much, but in a scary world,
Pixar's Ilya this weekend in theaters.
if
Let her finish.
if he got his way, they would have a registry for people on birth control. They would have a registry for people who are autistic. They would have a
Why?
registry for
Well,
all brown people. They would have, because they
Why
want to keep track
people
of
on
these
birth
things.
control? But why people on
Because
birth
they
control?
don't want people who have, they want people to have kids. They want to force births on women. They got rid of abortion. They want to get rid of birth control. They don't want to have sex education in public schools. They want to get rid of public schools in general. They don't want this kind of stuff. They want to put like nationalism in, like, you know, in everything. So that's what I'm saying. Like, these are the kinds of things that like are worrisome. And again, he's losing his popularity, so now it's not as scary, but there are still things that are like, if he had his way, then that would have been worrisome. You know what I mean? But he's fucking it up pretty bad. So it's just, you know, matter. Hopefully our country doesn't get blown up by someone, but
I sure hope they have a database on men that buy condoms.
Did you watch YouTube like Project
of
2026?
course they wouldn't. Of
Yeah,
course they wouldn't.
It's unbelievable.
They
Listen,
don't care about what men do.
Listen, I just can't sometimes.
But what I'm saying, I understand that what you're saying. I feel like that's a little bit manipulative though, about me being the closed-minded ones. But you guys, like, again, you're like, where do you get your guys' news sources from?
Everywhere.
In fact,
I watch the news. I read
What
it.
news sources?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I watch all the major news sources.
Again, you're only watching legacy media. You're like, you guys don't know what's on the news. This is what's really happening. I'm getting my sources from the news. What don't you think everyone
Where
else
do you
is getting
get
their
your
sources
news
from
from?
the
And
major
don't
news?
you
Hold on,
dare
hold
say
on.
YouTube.
She's gonna
Don't
say
you dare
YouTube or
say
Facebook.
Yes,
YouTube.
absolutely. They actually
Oh my
have.
God.
They are on the ground. They are on the ground. They're in
So
the
good.
protests.
So
They
good.
are there. They're
So
talking about
good.
their experiences
Mm.
on the ground.
That's not the news, though. That's not the news. I'm
Yes, it
sorry.
is. They are reporting on the news.
But
I get my
somebody
news
You know who
from
Hassan
Mr. Beast.
Piker is?
I get my news from
Somebody-
Mr. Beast, the
somebody-
Don't you
largest
know who Hassan Piker is?
person on
somebody
YouTube.
giving you
Or Sam
firsthand-
Cedar. Or Sam Cedar. We've talked
somebody-
about you
somebody-
guys do. Lafayette has agreed that
somebody
Sam
giving
Cedar
you-
is a respectable guy.
Somebody giving you his firsthand account at a protest isn't the news, though. Okay, he's not giving you the news. He's just telling you what he's seeing at a protest. He's not giving you the news. Like
okay.
he's okay.
How is it not news? How is it not news?
If I go to a baseball game and I go, "Hey, tell me about the baseball game." Oh, sure. I'm just going to tell you generalization.
What's the difference between
But the
someone
person-
reporting it and the news reporting it and someone giving a firsthand experience?
Because the
The
news can
difference.
get the facts from the inside sources. They can get it from the police.
That
They
is
can
the
get it-
inside source. He's there.
But no. He doesn't have Karen Bass at his whim or
Not
the
only
national.
that, it's Hassan Piker. I guarantee he's got all kinds of sources. It's Hassan Piker and
God, I
Sam
can't
Cedar.
believe
They
it
have
sometimes.
incredible sources. They are the sources. They are like, oh my God. It's
Anyway, it
Hassan
doesn't matter.
Piker, it's
Long
Hassan
story
Piker,
short,
and it's fucking Sam Cedar, bro.
Long story short, they need to get these people registered in a system to where they can fast track them to be legal. People need to they just need to be legal. That's it. It's that simple. And they need to do it. They need to do it through the government.
Canadians are so entitled.
ICE needs to make them like not send them back if they did something wrong. If they
I wish
didn't do anything
ICE
wrong.
came for you guys. Maybe
They
not
can't.
Carlos.
They
just
can't
for
come
you.
for us.
They can't come for those people who are civilians or citizens either, and they
You
do.
don't know that.
They
You don't know
did.
that. You have no real facts. So you saw one guy in the news.
Okay, but
talking.
it's the news.
mhm.
MSNBC reported. Remember?
I know
They
the one
reported
guy, the two people. Yes, I
the
know.
5%. Remember? What
No,
if
they
that was
don't- they
you?
don't say
What
5%.
if that was you?
That wouldn't be me.
You
believe
kind of
me.
look brown.
I do look brown. Yeah.
So what if they came for your ass?
That's
You're
not
like,
how it
oh,
works.
this guy's out there, with his peeing in bottles
You're
in
trying
his
so hard.
car.
Yeah, it's all right. You could be wrong
I'm trying to
sometimes.
change the subject because I'm kind of over it.
People need to just register. That's all. They need to register themselves.
Oh,
That's
you,
all.
You need to
And the
slap
rest of
yourself.
That's all. It's yeah. Immigration is hard enough already for them to figure out. You can't just. I mean, again, Obama sent
whose
back
fault is that?
400,000 people. 400,000
Whose fault
people.
is that?
Whose fault is immigration?
Whose fault is the reason why it's so hard to immigrate, especially for refugees?
You know how hard it is to get that many people to like process? That's hard. That's tough to process that many people. That's super
Why does it
hard.
have to be like that?
Well, explain your solution. If they said you're in charge of immigration, what would you do?
I don't know how I don't know what the immigration process is.
No. Just in general. They
No,
said-
I don't know I can't speak on that because I don't know what the
No.
process is.
In Marie's
No, no,
fantasy
no.
land,
No, no,
what
no.
would you do if they said, Marie, you're in charge of immigration? How would you handle it?
I'm not an expert on it, so I don't know.
You don't have to be an
I
expert.
don't know. I don't know why we need immigration. I'm not sure why that is. I assume that we need to like look at people's IDs because there are people who are wanted.
So do you
There's
think we should
probably-
have open borders?
I didn't say that. I literally just told you. Look, I saw this video and people were talking about open borders. And I was like, wait a second. I don't necessarily think that that's the right thing to do, but there's probably a reason why we have borders. There's probably a reason. There is a reason because it's like population, taxes, like counting people. What's that thing that they do every 10 years? The census, shit like that. And we are actually looking for people who are wanted. And we are trying to figure out, we're trying to keep drugs out of the country. We're trying to keep illegal shit out of the country. You know what I mean? So we are doing that, right? And there's a reason why we do it. But I think that there are a lot more people that are coming in looking for sanctuary. Is that, or refuge?
No, sanctuary, yes.
Refuge and sanctuary, whatever, then maybe all the bad guys are coming in.
Well, yes,
And-
it's 90-10.
think-
Yes.
Right.
easy.
And so I think that because of that, there should be an easier process of doing that. But what that process is, I don't know because I'm not working there. I'm not an expert and I don't know what the ins and outs of doing all that is. So I can't really say how, but I'm just saying I don't think that there should be open borders because I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that, but I don't know how to make it easier because I'm not in the system. And like, whenever like they took guns away in Australia or something like that, or New Zealand, and then people were shooting each other and buying more guns illegally or something like that, right? So there's consequences to doing things, right? So you really have to weigh the consequences and the pros. Hi, Brittany. But I don't, because I'm not an expert in doing this, I don't know what that would be like. And there's probably a whole team of experts that, collaborate on this. They would be able to figure that out, but they would have to have like actual people they would have to take the politics out of it though, in order to do this properly. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have to have Democrats and Republicans and like racism. They would have to take all that shit out of there. They have to do it completely fair and balanced.
No. Good answer, though.
Hate
Good
you.
answer.
I
Good answer.
fucking hate you.
Good answer. But no, it's no. You know how hard it is to.
Can I get no for 100?
Do you know how hard it is for people to come over here and you have to legitimize all their information, and then you have to process them like crazy and like.
What if we can get more workers? Can't we get more workers? If we don't have enough jobs, why can't we get more workers?
What? If we don't have enough jobs, why would
You're
we
saying
need
we
more
don't have
workers?
enough jobs.
Mhm.
Why can't we make more jobs in that? Like, here's part of a solution. Maybe it won't like fix it entirely, but let's make more jobs in processing applications for people crossing the border, so that maybe we can not only hire people, get more jobs for people who are already here, already citizens who need jobs, who are looking for jobs, but then also people can, get here illegal or legally.
The problem is
better.
when does it end is the question. Do
It
you just
won't.
process anybody that wants to come to the border? That's
I
what I'm
don't know
saying.
how that works.
That's what, no. What I'm trying to say is that it's just, anybody that comes, you just process them. Okay, you can go now. You can go to America now.
Obviously not. And
That's
then
the
now
problem.
you're kind of
But
straw
that's the
manning
problem.
me right
Well,
now.
but no,
You're-
no, but
you're
that's-
kind of
but
doing the slippery
that's-
slope. We just process anyone. What was the point of that question? Because like, what's the point of that question? We already talked about. We are going to. We already talked about the reason why we have borders is for specific reasons, and they're obviously trying to keep out certain people that they know or want to. Not Gestapo, but like the
Cartel.
Those guys and like MS-13 and all those people. And so
Yes.
they would obviously look for certain things, tattoos, or like obviously wanted people. I don't know. They have more information on it. So they're not going to just let anyone else in. You're asking kind of again, a question that is a fallacy. I just don't know which fallacy it is.
But that's not what. See, what I'm asking you is essentially people that are here now, right? Like even those people that came here like 6 months ago, whatever. Let's say 10,000 people crossed the border 6 months ago illegally. Do you process 10,000 people? That's what I'm trying to say. Do you sit there and process 10,000 people?
Well, what if they haven't committed any crimes and they're working really hard?
But
and
you don't. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. If I come to your border, you know nothing about me. I can give you false identification. I can tell you anything about myself. Then, okay,
You
sure.
said 6 months. And then they're like, okay, so say we're going to call this person Juana, okay? And they've been here in the States for 6 months. And then they come to an immigration office and say, I'm trying to apply for citizenship. And I've been working and I have a home and I haven't committed any crimes. And they say, okay, we'll give you some paperwork, show us some like identification. And then you can have like a certain kind of probationary, be like, don't don't commit any crimes, continue your work and have like a legal residence. And then we'll process your and then we'll give you a probation for like a few years and then you can become a citizen.
Well, that's different. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say about people that they're rounding up now. That's what they need to do. They need to do exactly that.
Maybe they did. Maybe they fucking did. There were some people I saw online that one guy went to court and the judge was like, okay, you're done. You're done with your little probation thing. And then they still arrested him right outside the fucking
Yeah, I saw
court.
that. Yeah, ICE was waiting for him.
Okay, so now I'm saying that's what they're protesting. That's that kind of shit that they're protesting.
Okay, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. He wasn't legal. He just was given.
Yes, he was. The judge was like, you're done. You're done with your probation. Go home. Be happy.
But again, I don't know if they're sending him back. Who knows what they're doing with him? I don't know what they're doing with that guy. I have no clue what they're doing with him.
The judge, it doesn't matter. The judge literally said, you're done with whatever your immigration stuff. Go home. You're a citizen or whatever. And then they still
the judge
arrested
can't make him a citizen.
outside.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
What?
The judge wrote off and said, you're done with your immigration shit. You don't need to do anything else. Don't come back. And then they arrested him right outside the door.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw the video of that.
So what the fuck? Why'd they arrest him?
I don't know. I'd have to read it up. I don't know. I just saw a video that they arrested a guy
So
outside the immigration court.
again, they weren't doing that with Obama.
You
Obama
again,
wasn't doing that shit.
we don't know that. We don't know that
He
because
wasn't doing that shit.
I could tell you right now, in LA, they protested Obama. I can't, but I couldn't tell you like what they were doing under him. I couldn't tell you at all. I know under Biden they didn't do anything, so they just let it go. So
Because he was letting people in. He
I
said
understand that.
he was
Yes.
letting people in because he was like, you know
He
what?
was
There's
letting
so much
people
going on. Like, we don't have, and this is kind of unfair to a lot of the refugees. So just let them in, and then we'll do exactly what I had just said. Like, just we'll try to process their applications. And then now I saw this thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, "This girl died because you guys let this monster in." It's like, there's hell. Did you not just see that guy shot 2 lawmakers and fucking one of their husbands? Like, there's monsters here in the States.
Well, that's not a good argument that they make.
Why is it? What
It's a bad
about
argument.
the
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
argument? Oh yeah,
No,
she's
Marjorie
a fucking
Taylor Greene.
nut job, bro. She's a fucking
Somebody that I know told me the same thing. All these people that they're arresting are MS-13. I was like, wait, time out. You think MS-13 has like 100,000 gang members?
right.
Like, I just sent them all here when they swore him in. I'm like, you're wrong, man. That's not
And not
what?
only that, they sent a bunch of Venezuelans to a prison in El Salvador, like a gulag.
Yes, I know already. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they didn't do that in under Obama. They didn't send them to fucking what's that prison out in like Cuba or whatever it is?
Guantanamo.
Yeah, they didn't do that under Obama. I mean, they did do war crimes and stuff and torture people under Obama. Yes, they did that. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? But they weren't citizens. That's still fucked up, but you know what I mean? It's like Trump is like doing it to the people here in the States that have rights and freedoms. And that's why it's Gestapo shit.
I'm telling you, it's barely anybody, but that's not what they're mainly protesting though. They're
But
protesting
it starts with
ICE in
that.
general.
It
ICE in
starts
general.
with that.
You know, it's like anything else. This regime won't last. It'll be the next one, and it'll flip, and it'll do this. It'll
Yeah,
do that.
he's very, very unpopular. Yeah, and
But I
then
wouldn't worry
and
about
then
it.
so I'm not done. You asked me how I was feeling about the state of things. Oh yeah, that guy killed those 2 lawmakers. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
yeah.
I don't know if he killed the second one, but he shot him.
No, he killed 2. The third one got hurt, shot, but he survived.
No, the second one was her husband.
No, but he did go after a third one.
Oh yeah, that's right. No,
Yeah,
didn't he go after 4, but only 2 of them got shot?
3 total got shot. 3 total. 2 died.
No, okay, yeah, no, one was the lawmaker, and then the other one was her husband, and then the other one was a lawmaker.
Yes, correct. Correct.
So a lot of fucked up shit happens.
This is why we stick to talking about movies. So it's why we
Okay,
stick to talking
fair.
about movies.
Fair.
Yep. So but as for this weekend in theaters, 28 years later, Elio and Brightheart. Check those out. I told you last time, if you haven't got your Superman tickets, get them now. They're already on sale. Get them. I know Marie loves hearing about Superman movie. So get them now.
I think Superman is the one I hate the most out of all the comic books.
Hate your face. Clayface.
He's just the worst.
They actually casted Clayface, so it's
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is your least favorite comic book or comic book character?
Oh, that's a good question. Least favorite. It's tough. I buy comic books based on art, so even if the best artist drew the shittiest character, I'd buy it. So I don't know. Carlos, what's your least favorite comic book character that you just will never buy that book? You just don't care. Like, nope. I have no interest in reading that character book. That's a good one.
That's a hard question because it's not that I dislike the character. It's just I'm not interested in the stories.
Okay, well then what's your least favorite, I guess, story?
I wouldn't say story. I would say my least favorite.
I got that one.
Oh, you got that one. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. Dark Knight, was it called Metal?
Oh yes, Dark Knight Metal.
That was such a cash grab. That was such a shit story.
Dark Knight Metal?
Yeah, it's so garbage. Yes.
It's Batman, yeah.
By Greg Capullo, or he was the artist. I don't know who wrote it. But it was trash. It was trash.
Basura.
It was trash. But they ended up getting that Joker character out of it, and now he's
That's the only reason they made the stupid series, so they can get the Joker who laughs last.
There you go. That's his name.
So dumb. So stupid.
There it is. You know, a character that when I see it on the shelf and I'm like, I'll never buy that book. That's a good one. I'd probably say like Hawkman. Not that he's not a cool character. I would just never buy his book. I
Is
just
that from the Avengers?
no, he's a DC character.
Oh, duh! Haha! Both of them were DC characters.
So, as for Marvel, I don't know. Marvel, that's a good one too. Which Marvel like
There's
character
Hawk
I'm
too.
just don't care about. I would,
Hawkeye.
huh? Not Hawkeye, not Hawkeye. A Marvel character I could care less about. To be honest, Ant-Man. I don't give a shit about Ant-Man.
Well, yeah, there's so many books that I haven't bought. Doesn't mean I don't like the character. I'm just not interested in it.
Yeah, the
Like right
thing
now,
is,
my interest in Marvel has always been Captain America, X-Men, or
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yep. Yep. No, I don't. Yeah, I would say again, Ant-Man for the comic books, don't care. Movies wise, yeah, he's fun, but comic book wise, I could care less.
Well,
Like
like
he's a good
Fantastic Four.
example.
I don't think I've ever bought a Fantastic Four issue unless it was that the Reborn when they try to reboot everything.
Oh yeah, with Jim Lee drawing it. Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah. And
yes.
I
I
was
thought
like,
you.
I bought a couple issues, but then that was it. I was done with it. I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. I thought you were gonna. I thought you were talking about the other Fantastic Four with Ghost Rider,
Oh, I
Wolverine,
bought that. I bought
a
the
Hulk.
new
Yeah,
Fantastic Four. Yeah, that was good.
yeah. With Art
Wolverine,
Adams.
Hulk,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Spider-Man, Ghost Rider. Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I thought you were talking about.
that was Art
Land
Adams.
Land of the Lost is getting rebooted on Netflix. So we're gonna get a new TV show of Land of the Lost. You know what that is? Land of the Lost? Land Land of the Lost is basically people that time travel back to where the dinosaurs. Lionsgate is learning or is launching a direct TV channel called the Lionsgate Collection where you can watch any Lionsgate property you want. There you go. That's it. Oh, hey, what's his name? The guy that runs Marvel Studios, he's leaving. Kevin Feige? Kevin Feige. There you go. He he's gonna leave after Avengers Secret Wars. He said he's done with Marvel. So
That's a surprise.
yep.
Wonder if maybe they
Um,
gave him an option. Hey, you could go, or we can tell people we fired you.
and the guy that runs WB, David Zaslav, he's taking a pay cut after he
Yeah,
told
he wanted
shareholders
51.9
he
million.
wanted $52 million annually. And they're like,
Yeah, yeah.
that's your offer to us? Like, you want us to pay you that much? We're losing billions of dollars. You're bad at your job. So yeah, there's that. It's pretty bad. But it's hilarious though. Hilarious.
So wait, so he asked for more money and then they gave him a pay cut?
Essentially, yeah. He
What a
Yeah,
wanted
loser.
he hasn't done anything for WB.
he
Not a
want
thing.
he wanted to
What
restructure
is
his
the
contract.
WB?
So how much money was he making? Like, it's
Good
wild to
question,
me.
man.
Good one. Hey,
People are funny.
How to Train Your Dragon was the number one movie this weekend with $200 million worldwide. If you ever seen How to Train Your Dragon, um, they remade the cartoon and it made 200. I finally watched How to Train Your Dragon this week, the cartoon, and
You never saw it before?
I've never seen. I watched all three of them, and I
How'd you
must
like
say
it?
they get better as they go.
Really?
And the animation, oh man, by the time you get to the third one, the animation is incredible.
I see. I kind of don't believe you.
So it's pretty good. I was kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised. I mean, the first one is just, um, how can I compare it to? Not Avatar. Lilo and Stitch in a sense, right?
What about The Last Airbender?
What about it? Which one? What are we talking about? Movie? What are we talking about?
I don't wait, man, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, all right, that'll work.
I
Lilo
can
and
tell you what
Stitch.
David Zaslav makes.
Oh, what does he make?
His base salary is 3 million.
That's it? Wow.
Yeah. But his target bonus will
Oh.
be lowered from 22 million to 6 million.
22 million? Oh my lord.
So he's gonna make
Down
9
to
million a
6
year.
million.
Got
yeah,
it.
with a max
He went
with a
from
max
22
of
to
12
6.
million.
What a loser.
Wait, and he wanted 52 million. That was what
Yeah.
his counter
That
offer
was
was.
Yeah.
Genius. Genius.
How does
And
that work?
then
You
his
go, you're
equity
like, I want.
compensation will be reduced from 23.5 million to 15.5.
Well, so he's still
Uh,
making like hella money. What a loser.
He's still doing well, but I still don't understand the 5.19 million package that he wanted. I don't understand why.
Oh,
he
gosh.
wanted
Was that like a I'm leaving package? Has to be.
I don't know what it was.
That's weird. That is weird.
Reject with pay revealed after 5.19 million salary is rejected. He wanted that in salary? Oh my.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anyway.
Okay, well. Apple TV is restructuring how they pay their creators. They're no longer going to pay them back end bonuses. They're only going to pay them based on if their shows are actually any good, and
Oh my God.
people keep watching them. That's it.
That's fair.
I think it makes
No,
sense. People stop
That's
watching your
fair.
show. Why do they keep paying you for?
because
Yeah,
that's what they
yeah.
got hired for.
Yeah, they got
If,
Well,
hired.
they
what
get
if, okay,
hired to
what,
do the show.
what
got-
if they
Uh-huh.
don't, okay, again, okay, we're going to argue today. This is the argument episode. What if they create a show and it's going to be really good, but
Gonna
the
be.
higher-ups,
Gonna be?
are like, no, we don't like it like this. Do it like the way we want you to. And then it sucks because of that.
But how would
They
you
don't have
know
full
the
creative
original way would have been good? It never
That's the
aired.
thing. Yeah, you
How
don't
would you
know. Yeah, you don't know.
So how is it the creator's
You're playing the
fault?
what if. You're
But it's
playing
not the
what if.
creator's fault. The creator still created that content. They just
No, because it's the higher ups. It is the investor's fault for wanting it to be different.
okay. The
But you're
creator
still
still
playing
gets
what if.
Why should it be the creator who's getting dinged for it for like, oh, no one's watching your content, so you're getting dinged for it when it's a collaborative thing.
Okay, let me
What
ask you
they're
a question.
saying is they're getting paid for the project. It's
Yeah.
the back end. If they're not,
If the show
getting
doesn't continue to
views,
get viewers, they're not going to keep paying the guy.
you're not
That's
going
all.
to get any residuals
But that's not
on the
their
back
fault.
end.
That is the
What they're trying to say is
collaboration.
what if they're trying to say if Sopranos people just stop watching it? Like it was really popular, but say nobody watches it anymore. Do we still have to pay that guy? Nobody really watches it anymore. Like what's the point? That's what they're trying to say. Not that if the show isn't popular, it can be popular for 2 years and then it can just fall off the face of the earth. Nobody watches it anymore. Do they have to keep paying that person? That's what Apple's saying. Do we keep paying this guy because we have the show still on our network, or should we pay him based on if the show's still being watched? And
Well, if that's the case,
that's what they're changing.
If it's still airing, I think they should pay the person.
Yeah. But that's what they're changing. They're not. It's not that they're not getting paid. They're not getting the same pay.
Right.
That's
They're
what
going
it
to
is.
cut it back, I guess.
Yeah,
Depending
it's
on
almost It's
viewership.
almost based on viewership. Like we were paying you $100,000 a year to keep your show on the air, but that was at this viewership. Oh man, you've
Wait,
lost
I'm
half
kinda
that
confused.
audience.
So
Tell us about
they're
it.
getting
Tell
paid
us
based
about
on
it,
how
please.
many viewers they have.
Yes, how many viewers that content holds on to essentially. That's what it is, and this is Apple TV. So, for instance, the show Severance, which is really popular for them. Let's say it comes back again, and only half the audience comes back to watch it. He's not going to get paid as much.
No, I don't think I like that.
So, it is silly, but I also view it as they paid you for your content. That's your job. Paramount Animation and Ryan Reynolds have teamed up to develop a animated adaptation of a book. Carlos might know what this is. I Eat Poop.
I eat poop.
What
Never heard
is
of it.
that? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Weird. Okay. Just was wondering. 'Cause when I read that, I said Carlos has to know what I Eat Poop is. But I guess
What is
he
it?
does not. I don't know.
don't.
I thought
guys-
he would. I thought he would.
I had a guy
Eat poop?
today tell me that he
Oh.
wants to lick my feet, and I was like, okay.
He what? He what?
Wait, so you agreed?
hmm
He wants to do what?
He wants to eat my feet.
Is
And I
he
told-
homeless? He's not homeless,
or
is he?
When you're
No.
dead, or
No, he's just he's a regular guy. He's like the same guy I've been messing around with for the last year and a half.
Oh, well, that's different then.
Cody,
Um,
Clyde. What's his name again? I forget. You told us
Barry-
one time.
Joseph.
Joseph, yeah.
Joseph.
That's not his
Joseph.
name.
Joseph Carvo.
No, it's
what
not
is
his
it?
name. I know that
That's
wasn't
Thomas.
his name.
I know. I named him Thomas.
Oh, Thomas Carvokian.
Yeah, it was kind of cute. I was like, I never really would have thought that I would
This
have
the
been a
young
foot
guy who
person.
came over. He's in your class, young dude.
Yeah, that guy. The guy
Oh, it's
that
the young
sucks.
fella.
No, not the 21-year-old. It was the 30-year-old.
Oh.
He's
got it.
31 now.
Oh,
How old are you?
31.
39.
Got it. Oh, you cradle robber. Okay.
I know.
Unbelievable. Pixar announced Gatto, a Venice animated film from Luca director coming out 2027 about a cat in
Obviously.
Italy. Gatto. There you go.
Gato.
Matthew McConaughey's in talks to star in Mike Hammer. There you go. He's reuniting with True Detective creator Nick Pizzolatto. So there you go.
He's
Is
a
that based
lato.
off the TV series?
It is
Hammer?
a reboot of the TV series. You're right. You're right about that. Yeah.
You guys look how cute I am.
Yeah, well, things fucking fall apart.
Yeah, like my teeth.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Crystal Lake, as you guys know, is a Friday the 13th spin-off TV
Oh,
show.
still a thing, huh?
I
Okay.
did
Still
not
at
know
the
that. Thank
show.
you.
Coming to Peacock fairly soon. They've casted some more people for it. Linda Cardinelli plays it mom. Plays Jason's
Yeah,
mom.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Lego Masters. Carlos likes that
Oh,
show.
yeah. Nick Cannon's taking over.
Oh, is he? I just saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think about that? I mean, Nick Cannon's a good host.
Ah,
Now,
Will Arnett's funny.
He's funny. Exactly. That's the difference. He's funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nick Cannon is very likable. He's just a very
And there's
likable guy.
something they're changing the show. I don't know if it's because they have a new host, but now the show, well, not changing the way it's done, but like previous episodes before the season, I guess before the season starts,
While in
they're
Off in
showing
Sacramento.
auditions. They're showing
Oh,
auditions.
that's interesting. Lego auditions. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What does that
Take-
mean?
I don't
guess-
know. I always thought they did it like via video or something.
Well, that's what I'm
you know,
thinking it is,
submit.
though.
What is it like? Oh, so it's
But it
Lego
made it
animation.
sound like no, because they made it sound like they're showing live auditions, so people have to show up
Or
and
l-
build
live-
shit.
Oh, okay.
And this season, the builders
like a
just
sandcastle.
hasn't been great.
Oh no. Take-Two Interactive, who basically you guys know do
Isn't that
NBA.
Rockstar?
It is Rockstar and NBA 2K games have extended their NBA contract, so it's going to go further. Of course, it is. It's the number one basketball game there is. So why wouldn't the
NBA
NBA?
2K.
Yeah, yeah. So why wouldn't they extend that contract? It may make sense. So yeah. Oh, if you like playing soccer and you have an Xbox and you have Xbox Game Pass,
Ew.
the new Football Club 25 is now available to play on Xbox Game Pass.
Xbox
I'm
are
surprised
lame.
FIFA hasn't landed somewhere else.
It was supposed to go to 2K, but the FIFA wanted like $3 billion or something ridiculous. And you know what I think it is? I think EA proved you don't need FIFA the FIFA name.
No, because people are still playing. Because all you need
Exactly.
is the
Exactly.
player's license.
Well, you need just the clubs and the leagues to give you a license. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So EA owns both of them now?
Owns what?
No,
those
EA
soccer
doesn't do
games?
FIFA anymore.
No, they
Oh.
don't
They
do
can't
FIFA
use. They
anymore.
don't use the word FIFA. It's what is it?
It's just,
EAFC.
it's just EA Football Club. They don't basically FIFA wanted something like $4 billion to keep using their name. They're like, we're good, thanks. They don't buy the game because of you. They're just like, and he's right. Like,
So there's no FIFA game anymore?
there is. It's just now it's called FC 20. It's called EAFC, EA Football Club.
Oh. Just,
Same
okay,
game.
I see.
Just called. It's the same game. It's
So
just,
FIFA's got no money? Ha! I mean, they have money because it's FIFA, but like they ain't got no game. Ha! What a bunch of losers. That's
yeah,
what they get.
they're trying. Yeah, they basically were trying to get a ton of money out
Scam.
of
Stay
EA.
scamming.
Yeah, exactly. They're literally trying to just do that. So that's in video game news. Xbox also put out a video showing that they made an exclusive deal with AMD for their new console coming out and how their console is going to be more like a PC, meaning that powerful. And that
They still won't have any good games.
and how it can be up. Oh, well, that's the thing. You can play Steam on their system, meaning
Oh, damn
all
it.
PlayStation
Oh,
games
yeah,
will
yeah,
now
yeah.
be on the system.
PlayStation will come out with something like that.
PlayStation announced this week that their number one priority is PS6. So
Oh man.
that's right. But not until 2027.
I bet you that's when GTA 6 will actually come out.
You know, it's funny you say that too, that they are
That's not smart. That's really not smart for
that they're-
Rockstar.
they're skipping well, for Rockstar I think it's fine, but the fact that they're not lining it up with that because I'm thinking that Xbox is going to line it up with GTA. That's what I think they're gonna do.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
I think they're
That
gonna
would be a smart move, but
yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know right now because I don't play games that much anymore.
it's GTA though.
No. What I'm saying is I already have the top of the line Xbox at the moment, which
Oh yeah,
the new GTA will play on just fine. I don't know if I need
Yeah.
the new system. Who knows? I know I'll give in and buy it anyway, but
Well,
still.
like, you don't need it right now. You
Well,
don't
no,
need to
it's
like.
not out. It's not out. I
Well,
can't-
I'm saying like when it comes out, you don't necessarily need it right
Oh,
now.
no.
No, you
I'm
know,
not-
like every year an Apple phone comes out, everyone needs a new
Mm.
Apple phone.
I mean, I'm that type of person. I get this console on the first day.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, I usually just get them the first day.
So
But
it's gonna wait. Tell me more about this. It's gonna be like a PC.
yeah, so basically they're gonna make it where the hardware is just absolutely insane.
How big is it gonna be? You think?
The current one's kind of big, so I'm assuming it's the same. It's gonna be the same size.
Not as
It's gonna
big
be
as
the
a PS5.
The PS5 is
Honestly, the PS5 is pretty
ridiculously
big.
big. It's
Yeah.
ridiculously big. Yeah. The Xbox, I just think they're gonna basically use the same guts, just change out the hardware. Like, faster processor, better video
Damn,
card.
if it has Steam, like,
It said it's
fuck,
gonna have Steam
bro.
because their
But
new
how
handheld.
expensive is it gonna be? Because I'm like,
Oh, it's gonna
I
be at least.
wanna,
I'm gonna guess at least $800.
because I want a gaming PC super fucking bad just because of Steam and like you can do all kinds of modifications. I don't like the mod part, like that would be so cool. But I don't have that kind of money, And so I'm like, I
No,
guess
no, you don't.
just shut up. Anyway, I fucking hate you.
Anyway, that's a short one. Thanks for tuning in.
got
There's Talking to
played.
Podcast. You guys are a fantastic audience. Remember to go out and make a change in the world. Something like that. I don't know.
I'm sorry we got into an argument, but Lafayette just needed to get educated on how the American ways.
I'm sure no one's listening anymore, but I'm gonna go ahead and let people know that in 2 weeks, the Nerds Talking album will be available on iTunes.
Album.
Volume
Ooh.
1.
You guys didn't have me on that album?
We heard
What
you
the
sing.
fuck?
Nick Cannon
heard
had
you
your
sing.
audition. Yeah, we can't now. You know what? Sing
What
a song
the
right
fuck?
now.
I'm a
Go ahead, sing a song
musician.
right now. Sing
No,
right now.
fuck you.
Sing a song right now.
Okay, I'm gonna write a
Sing.
song called "Fuck You."
Okay, go ahead.
Motherfuckers
Keep
and
going.
these nerds talking. Fuck you.
Keep going. That's pretty good. One more.
No, these motherfuckers won't even let me talk. Fuck you.
It's not singing. This is like,
Don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
There we
Fuck
go.
you.
it's pretty good so
I
far.
hate you.
Give me one more line. No?
Always lying at the ass. Fuck you.
This is why you're not on
What's
the
the
album.
title of this song?
I think it's called
Fuck
Fuck
You.
You. I think it's
Of course.
yeah, I think
Fuck you.
so.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh,
You think the
wow.
song is about you? Fuck you. Fuck
You know what?
you.
This
Wow.
might be a copyright issue because it sounds like that song. You think the
By
song is
CeeLo
about
Green.
you? No, by
Oh,
no,
really?
no.
No, it sounds like the CeeLo Green one.
Oh no, by what's her name? Really famous singer from back in the day.
Carly
Simon.
Simons.
Yeah, I think that's a copyright thing with her. She's ripping
Only
her
that
off.
last part. We could just cut that out.
No, that's how the song goes. Though. I heard the whole song, and you said think the song is about you. I don't know about that. She might have to get credit right in the song. Anyway, that's a show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
I know. I'm so fucking mad at you guys. Did not put me
Hey,
on
listen,
the
it's
album.
an AI album. Chill your ass. Just relax. Nobody's on
It's
it.
all the songs that are at
It's
the
all
end
AI.
of the show.
It's the songs at the end of the show.
That's how you guys make the songs with AI.
You think we fucking sing all those songs
I
ourselves?
think we hire bands to do these songs for us?
It's all AI.
Oh, Marie.
I was wondering. I was
Fuck
like, you guys
you.
are fucking.
Jesus Christ.
You know what the problem with here? Before we go, the
God,
problem is
you guys-
this: for people like Marie that do music, AI is gonna not ruin music. It's if
Yeah,
you
The
take
end
it-
is coming.
you don't take advantage of it, then you're gonna be left. You're gonna left out. That's how.
Well,
I did
Timbaland
see some
signed his
apps.
first official AI musician.
Yeah, I saw that. People are so.
Which I
mad.
think is
They're
kind
like,
of
"Fuck
dumb.
this
How do you
guy."
Now that part
sign
is- that
AI?
part is
It's so
dumb.
stupid.
That part
It's
is dumb.
stupid.
Yeah,
You mean you
part is
signed
dumb.
AI? It's so stupid.
I'll give you like an example. Is I made a song, but AI sings the hook. I wrote it and everything, and then AI sang the hook. I put it into the AI program. It listened to the beat, and it made the hook for me. That way, I didn't have to get anybody to sing the hook, hire anybody, whatever.
That's so
That's
wild.
that's where AI comes into place. You don't. I signed an AI musician. What the fuck does that even mean?
That's so dumb.
I
like-
saw an app and it was like an ad for an app and it's like you just put a song in, just like write the words like heartbreak and it made a whole song and it like went, it kind of ate and I was like, I don't like this because it's not, I feel like it's not natural or organic enough. It's just kind of cheating.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah,
But
It's
people
fun,
will
though.
get
It's a
over
lot
it.
of fun.
People will get over it.
but
the
it's a
fact
lot
that
of fun.
cheating,
I'll be honest, it's a
because
lot of fun.
It's kind of like yeah, exactly. It's
It's
fun,
fun.
it's catchy, they're earworms, it's whatever, and people can and anyone can do it.
But that's the problem with AI in general, especially with artists, like art in the sense of drawing. That's the problem with that too.
Because
So nowadays,
can do it.
I can go and just put, I want a 1980s glam rock song about, drugs and girls and partying hardcore. It'll spit out a song sound just like Motley Crue made it. I'll be like, that's badass. That's just for my entertainment. You know what I mean? That's what I want. But from a musician standpoint, that's not right. That's, to them, it's like, that's fucked up. I could have made that song. Could you have made it in 5 seconds? No, you can't. Anyway, that's our show, everyone.
So it
Thanks for
shows in
tuning
the
into
AI.
Nerds Talking the podcast for Carlos,
Bye-bye.
for Marie.
Bye.
And I'm Lafayette. Catch you next time on Nerds Talking the podcast.
Okay, right. Spin that wheel, walk, yeah, all the letter. I
money, let's go. Big prize getter, hey. Spin that wheel, no bankrupt, no. Give me that drill, or I'm gonna cut up. Okay, watch it click, watch it tick. Land on something real slick. I ain't playing with no loser. Turn them out here trying to make it flip. I say T, they say Dean. Bag it up like I'm the king. Better looking clean, real looking mean. Cash in my eyes, know what I mean? One, yeah. Show me the money. Jackpot popping, puzzle locking. Trying to win big while the clock's still ticking. Give me that R, give me that S. I came to guess and leave with checks. Bonus round got me feeling tense. Trying to solve it with common sense. One shot left, will I win that biz? Spin that wheel, let's go. Yeah,